Operation Blackbeard by Aabid Surti. Hello students, welcome back to Saru Teaching Methods. Today we are going to discuss the first chapter, Operation Blackbeard by Aabid Surti. Kindly listen to the video carefully. Before moving forward, let me introduce you the characters. The first character of our story is Nawab Jung Bahadur Rangile. His wife Begum Rangili. So now the story starts with Nawab. He was indeed the great Nawab Jung Bahadur Rangile, even though he had never stepped on a battlefield nor even displayed any bravery. Kingdom of Nagadpur was emerged with India at the time of partition in 1947. With time, not only did the princely lifestyle fade away, but the world around the Nawab turned in a confused state. Today, the great Nawab Rangile lives in a modest house with his wife Begum Rangili and does old jobs like selling eggs and catching crooks. One day, he was sitting under a tree narrating the story of his tiger hunt to a group of children. With the sword in my hand, I chased the man-eater like a bullet. Sometimes I was ahead of me, sometimes he was ahead of me. Then what happened, Nawab Sahib? A child asked excitedly. How dare the tiger defeat me? I ran so fast after an hour. When I turned my head, the beast was nowhere to be seen. As the children broke out laughing, Nawab Rangile's friend SHER appeared. Seeing his long face, Nawab Rangile asked, What's wrong, Shera? Last night, my house was bulged. Bhootnath, the bandit, has robbed my house clean and vanished away. Why didn't you wake me up? How could I? It was only when I woke up in the morning that I realized the loss. SHER cried. In fact, the bandit has plundered 3 more houses in the village. What else can you expect from a village where a flock of cowards live? True, but we do have a brave heart amongst us. Indeed, that's me. That's why. SHER continued. Pukar Singh the Mukhiya has chosen you to go into the forest and catch Bhootnath. Nawab Rangile was shocked, for at the mention of the bandit's name, not only the village folk, but even the leaves trembled with fear. Somehow, he managed to put up a bold front and say, Who else could dare to enter that ghastly forest? I will march into it tonight and bring him dragging to the village square before dawn. That's the spirit. That is exactly what I expected from you. The Mukhiya has announced a fabulous prize of 10,000 rupees to anyone who brings that crook to justice, dead or alive. Nawab Rangile closed his eyes and saw the clouds bursting with crisp green blank notes. Notes in the sky, notes in the air, notes everywhere. When he reached home, his heart sank. He thought of the bandit Bhootnath, his bulging eyes, frightening moustache, thick black beard and a wrestler's body. The truth was, alas, that no one had ever seen Bhootnath in person. Begum Rangili was worried to see her husband look so dismal and asked what was wrong. Bandit Bhootnath, said Nawab Sahib. Begum Rangili correctly guessed. He must have accepted the challenge to capture Bhootnath and now was cursing himself for his blunder. Ah, she said, so my valiant soldier is all set to launch Operation Blackbeard. Nawab Rangile was hurt. That bandit has done no harm to us, has he? Probably he has realized this house is invincible. That is why he has never dared to touch us. But will you go into the forest? Or still plenty of time till sunset? After sunset, it was time to leave for the jungle, and poor Nawab Rangile was scared. He decided to hide under the bed and told wife his plan. If SHER comes to fetch me, tell him I have already left for the battlefield, fully armed. But SHER Singh had already arrived and was listening quietly from the door. Nawab Sahib, the battlefield for brave hearts is not under the bed. So saying this, he led the Nawab out to meet the villagers who walked with them to the forest. Despite his heart pounding, Nawab Rangile walked into the forest. He scampered up a tree to protect himself. The bandit Bhootnath has also chosen the same tree to get some sleep. Bhootnath woke up with a start and asked, "Who's there? Who's there? Man or a mouse?" Feeling insulted, the Nawab replied, "I am the original brave heart, Nawab Jung Bahadur Rangile of Nagadpur. I have sworn to catch Bhootnath and take him to the village to hang him. Who are you?" "I am Lallu, the sweet seller. I have come in search of Bhootnath. Now what is the use of spending the night here? It's better that I leave." The Nawab was terrified at the thought of man leaving. He said, "If I succeed in this venture, I will give the prize money to you. To be honest, all the gold of my Begum is still safe in the house." Hearing the Nawab, a plan formed in the crafty bandit's mind. Bhootnath decided to steal the Begum's jewelry. He said, "I don't think Bhootnath will dare to come here tonight because the Braveheart is personally here. Let's go home and sleep in peace." Relieved, the Nawab invited Lallu home for dinner, took him home and introduced him to his Begum. "This poor guy has not eaten anything for the last couple of days. Quickly make halwa puri as fast as you can. I hope you all students are hungry while hearing halwa puri because I am hungry." Okay, moving forward to the story. The Begum asked, "You did not say anything about the bandit. What is there to say?" There was ringing tone of success in his voice. "When he found out that I was looking for him, he simply vanished." But Begum Rangili was not that easy to fool. She had become alert the moment she had a glimpse of the guest. "There is something fishy about the chap. The Nawab says he is a sweet seller, but who has ever seen a sweet seller with a hard, threatening face?" Begum Rangili quickly realized who the guest was. But what could she do? She thought and thought. Then she spotted the Nawab's old sleeping pills. She mixed them in the halwa meant for bandits and carried 2 plates to the seated men. "Lallu ji, the halwa puri dish prepared by the master chef Begum Rangili of Lucknow is internationally known for its flavor and taste." Nawab Bahadur had jumped up and served the man the dish before she could wink at him. The Begum felt like banging her head on the wall. To make matters worse, the Nawab insisted on feeding his wife. Her protests fell on deaf ears, and she was forced to eat from the same dish as her husband. "You are a sweet seller. Have you ever cooked such a delicious dish?" the Nawab asked Bhootnath. "Not even my father prepared anything like this." The Nawab stretched his legs on a charpai. He could not even finish his sentence and was soon fast asleep. In the kitchen, the Begum too was feeling dizzy. She was cursing herself for her idea. Soon she was sleeping like a log. Bhootnath was quietly watching the scene. A miracle, he thought. Soon he was at work. Quickly he opened the safe, grabbed the jewelry box, and walked out through the front door like a gentleman. So, this is the story, students. Now, points to ponder. I am giving you certain points that you need to think over. Who was Bhootnath actually? Do you think Lalluji was the Bhootnath? Think over. Who was more smarter, Nawab or the Begum? What moral can you draw from the lesson Operation Blackbeard? Thank you for watching this video. I hope you will think over these points and frame up your answers in a short audio or video. Thank you.